What if I told you that behind the opulent facades and sprawling mansions of the world as individuals, there's a room so secret, so private that not even their closest family or most trusted staff are allowed to enter? This isn't a vault filled with gold or a garage packed with soup. It's something far more personal and, in many ways, far more valuable. It's the one door in the entire estate that always remains locked. Imagine this. A lavish party is underway at a billionaire's estate. Guests are mingling, champagne is flowing, and every corner of the house is on display except for one, a single, unassuming door at the end of a quiet hallway. If a curious guest were to ask what's behind it, they'd be met with a polite smile and a swift change of subject. This isn't just a private office or a master bedroom. It's a sanctuary, a place where the public persona of the billionaire dissolves, revealing the real person underneath. What secrets could possibly be so important that they require a space completely sealed off from the rest of the world? This isn't fiction. Many of the ultra-rich have what's known as a panic room or a high-security vault, but we're not talking about those. Those rooms are for physical protection. The room we're exploring today is for protecting something much more fragile: their identity, their legacy, and their peace of mind. Let's call it the legacy room. It's a space designed not for survival, but for reflection and creation. It's where the blueprint for their entire empire, their deepest thoughts, and their future plans are laid bare, away from the prying eyes of the world. So, what exactly would you find if you could magically open this forbidden door? Forget what you see in the movies. You're unlikely to find a command center with a wall of monitors tracking the stock market. Instead, you might find something surprisingly simple. Perhaps a room lined with floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. But these aren't just any books. They are first editions, signed copias, and ancient texts that have inspired their greatest ideas. It's a library of the mind, a physical collection of the knowledge that built their fortune. In another corner, you might see a simple wooden desk. On it, not a state-of-the-art computer, but stacks of journals filled with handwritten notes. These journals contain everything from early business ideas sketched on napkins to deeply personal reflections on their failures and triumphs. This is the raw, unfiltered history of their journey. It's a place where they can be vulnerable, where they can write down their fears and their wildest dreams without any judgment. These aren't just diaries. They are strategic documents, a conversation with themselves about the future of their dynasty. The walls wouldn't be adorned with famous artworks meant to impress visitors. Instead, you might find something deeply personal. A child's first drawing, framed with the same care as a Picasso. A faded photograph of a humble childhood home. A map of the world, covered in pins, marking not just places they've been, but places they plan to change. These items are emotional anchors, reminders of where they came from and why they continue to push forward. This room is a shield against the noise of success, a place to remember the why behind the what. Think of someone like Bill Gates. He is famously known for his Think Weeks, where he retreats to a secluded cabin to read and think. This cabin is his version of the legacy room. It's a space where he is completely disconnected from the daily demands of his life, allowing him to process information and form big-picture strategies. He's not meeting with executives or taking calls. He's alone with his thoughts and a pile of books. The ideas that have shaped technology and global health have been born in this kind of solitary environment. Similarly, other titans of industry have their own versions. It might be a soundproof studio where they can practice a musical instrument, a passion they've had since childhood but never have time for, or a workshop filled with tools, where a tech mogul can decompress by building things with their own hands, reconnecting with the simple joy of creation. For one billionaire, it might be a greenhouse filled with rare orchids, a quiet, living world where they can cultivate beauty and patience. For another, it could be a meditation room, stark and empty, designed for complete mental clarity. The common thread is that these rooms are not about flaunting wealth. They are about escaping it. The world of a billionaire is incredibly loud. Every decision is scrutinized, every moment is scheduled. Their lives are a constant performance. The legacy room is the one place where the mask comes off. It's where they can be a parent, a spouse, a dreamer, a student, anything. But the larger-than-life figure the world sees, it's a psychological necessity. Without this space, the pressure could become unbearable. These rooms are also about the future. They are often where a billionaire plans their legacy beyond business. Inside these four walls, they draft the charters for their philanthropic foundations. They write letters to their children and grandchildren to be opened years in the future, and they map out how they want their wealth to be used to make a lasting impact on the world. This is where they grapple with the biggest question of all. What will it all mean when I am gone? This room is where the transition from businessman to statesman, from tycoon to philanthropist, truly happens. The level of secrecy surrounding these rooms is extreme. The architects and builders who create them are often required to sign non-disclosure agreements that last a lifetime. Security is paramount, but it's not just about keeping people out. It's about creating an environment of absolute trust and privacy. There are no smart devices listening in, no Wi-Fi signals that can be hacked. These are analog sanctuaries in a digital world. They are the last bastion of true privacy for people who live their lives in the public eye. So, why are guests, and even family, banned? It's not about a lack of trust. It's about preserving the sanctity of the space. The moment another person enters, the dynamic changes. The room would no longer be a place of pure, unfiltered. It would become another space to be managed, another audience to consider. The billionaire's thoughts would, even subconsciously, be filtered. By keeping it absolutely solitary, they protect their most valuable asset, their own uncluttered mind. It's a fascinating paradox, isn't it? People who can have anything in the world, who live in houses with dozens of rooms, crave just one small space that is entirely their own. It proves that no matter how much money you have, the need for a private inner world is universal. It's a fundamental human need to have a place where we can retreat, reflect, and just be ourselves. For billionaires, that place is behind a door that will never be open to you or me. This concept isn't just for the super rich. We all have our own version of a legacy room, even if it's not a physical space. It might be the quiet moments on a morning run, the time spent journaling before bed, or a hobby that lets us disconnect from the world. It's any space where we can connect with our true selves, away from the pressures and expectations of daily life. The billionaire's secret room is just a larger, more secure version of that universal human desire for a space to call our own. In the end, the most valuable things in that forbidden room aren't the rare books or the personal moment. The true treasure is the silence, the freedom to think without interruption, the ability to plan a legacy, not for show, but for genuine impact. It's the one room where their wealth is irrelevant and their humanity is all that matters. And that is a secret worth protecting at all costs. What do you think is hiding in the secret rooms of the world's most powerful people? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this glimpse into the hidden world of the elite, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more stories that go beyond the headlines. Thanks for watching.